Child almost passed out at work last night.
Hi, I'm Keisha Dixon. You made it here, so go ahead and subscribe and click your notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads.
I'm going to do my little spa routine while I get ready for bed because I'm going to bed early tonight. And tell y'all this story. So this is a little story time. So if you don't have time, scroll on because I might be a little bit long-winded and I will speed up the video. Now y'all know I just switched over from Mounjaro to Wegovy, right? And I don't think that Wegovy had anything to do with this little sickable episode that I had at work last night. Now, Wegovy has been being good to me. I have severe appetite suppression. I'm saying severe, but to me it's good. I want the appetite suppression because I have 20 pounds left on my goal. I have 20 pounds left to reach my goal, my weight loss goal. So I'm good with the appetite suppression because I've been doing the most anyway. The only real thing that's going on with me and Wegovy is that I'm not able to eat red meat, which is fine because I prefer I prefer poultry anyway. So anyway, I get to work last night and I hadn't slept that day. Barely even slept. Let me wipe my face so I can soak it up. So I barely slept yesterday. And y'all, I go to work. I'm not tired, but I'm not rested. And I was charging last night and I was orienting a young lady that was orienting to charge. So, and this wasn't a new nurse. She's a nurse that has been a nurse for some years. She's just new to charging. So not a big deal. Pretty laid back night for me. Well, at 3 o'clock in the morning, one of the nurses needed me to start an IV for them. Now, mind you, because I was orienting, I hadn't been too busy. So I was sitting there doing the census, and they asked me to start an IV for them. And when I stood up, I was lightheaded. I had to, I was taken aback. So I stood there, and I thought, maybe I just stood up too fast. Now, mind you, I had just eaten like a bag of grapes. And prior to that, I had a cup of noodles at like maybe 10:30. So when I stood up and was lightheaded, it didn't cross my mind that I was dehydrated or that I hadn't eaten because I know that I did. So I gather the supplies, go in the lady's room. I start her IV. I stick her. She screams, and when she screams, I instantly got weak. Like I saw stars. I got really, really hot. I was really, really nauseated. And I really couldn't talk. Y'all, it was so weird. The room was spinning. So the patient asked, "Are you okay?" So I shook my head no because I couldn't answer. And so she was like, "Sit down, sit down, sit down." And I couldn't sit down, y'all. I just was standing there mid-stick. So I hadn't even gotten the catheter from the IV in. I was still sticking the lady, y'all. Oh my God. So I'm trying to concentrate on not hurting her and not falling at the same time. And I couldn't yell for help because I couldn't talk. So, one second, let me rinse this. So long story short, I lean over, I put my elbows resting on her bed, and there was a chair sitting right next to me. So I slid onto the chair. Mind you, I still couldn't speak because I'm trying to concentrate on not passing out. So the lady starts screaming, "Help!" Wow. And my colleague was sitting there. He didn't hear her. So when she started screaming, "Help!" My fight or flight started kicking in because I felt like, oh my God, I'm scaring her now, So, I'm coming to, like, I'm shaking it off. And so my colleague was sitting there. His name is Calvin. So I said, "Calvin." He comes in the room and I'm like, I feel so dizzy. So he was like, "Oh my God, you want me to do your vital signs?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He walks out of the room before I can tell him, "Help me get up," because I didn't want to continue to scare my patient. Mind you, I still had the IV needle in the lady. So moving forward, when he leaves out, I get up, I take the needle out, I sit back down, I apologize to her, and I'm saying, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I got really weak. She was like, "I think it's because I was screaming." And I'm like, "No, it's not you." So then another one of the charge nurses who charge on the unit came in, and she was like, "How are you feeling? Are you okay? You want me to get a wheelchair?" I'm like, "No, help me stand up." So they helped me sit up, and then I started to walk out of the room, and I still was dizzy. So I'm like, let me go into the bathroom because I felt really, really hot. So I go into the bathroom and take off my sweater because I wear sweaters to work because I'm cold natured and I'm anemic. So I take my sweater off. I lined the commode. I sat down on the commode. I'm sitting there. And the longer I'm sitting there, the better I feel. Once I took my sweatshirt off, I had another shirt underneath, and then I had a tank top on. I took all that off, and I'm sitting on the toilet with just my pants on. but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. And I stay in there for about, it might have been 20 minutes. I get up, I go to the nurse's station, and I'm really sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I'm so tired. And the episode passed. I can go into further detail, but I'm just going to leave it there. Other stuff happened, but I'm going to leave it there. But anyway, I said all of that to say, I don't think that it is Wegovy that did this to me. I really don't know what it was. I did go to the doctor today, and I had an EKG done. I had some lab work done. I had cardiac enzymes done because I wanted to make sure that it was not my heart that was doing this to me. I wanted to make sure that I was not dehydrated, which I wasn't. So I don't know, y'all. All of my tests came back great. My EKG was fine. My blood pressure was fine. I don't know, but after that episode happened, the rest of the night, the rest of the hours that I was at work, I was extremely fatigued, and I did also struggle to get home. So I don't know. Has this happened to anybody else on Wegovy? You know, my sister told me that it could be the fact that she thinks it's blood pressure related. I don't know why this is doing this. She thinks it's blood pressure related. Do I still have soap on my face? Hold on, let me wash my face again. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. She thinks it's blood pressure related because when she started on Wegovy, her blood pressure dropped and she came off of her blood pressure medicines. And she's a patient that has been treating hypertension for some years now, and now she's no longer on blood pressure medicines. So any of you who are on Wegovy, are you guys coming off of your blood pressure medicines because you're losing weight, or is the medicine helping you resolve hypertension? And I'm curious, you guys. Has this happened to anyone else? Now, things that I am going to do differently. I am definitely going to monitor myself what we call orthostatic hypertension. That's when your blood pressure is different from when you are lying, sitting, and standing. They did do that for me. And my results were fine, but I have a blood pressure cuff here at the house, and so I am going to monitor myself for orthostatic hypertension for the next couple of days. And listen, guys, I'm not telling this story time to scare anybody or to convince or make anybody feel any type of way. I'm just telling you guys what's going on with me in my transition from Mounjaro to Wegovy, and I'm just being transparent, okay? I don't think that this has anything to do with the medicine, but it is the only thing new that I am taking. I'm eating the same. I'm drinking the same. The only variable is the Wegovy. So I just have to be mindful and monitor my orthostatics for the next couple days. My EKG said normal sinus rhythm. It was fine. So, I mean, I don't know, y'all. Is this happening to anyone else? Am I fearful moving forward with taking Wegovy? Absolutely not. I'm not. I actually like Wegovy. For the people who say that Wegovy doesn't suppress their appetite, man, Wegovy has been amazing to me. Eating better, I'm making better food choices than I have been, and I don't know if it's because I don't really know why, y'all, but I know that I like Wegovy, y'all. I like Wegovy. I thought that I was gonna have a hard time transitioning over, but I'm not. Does this fluke episode, is it related? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just wanted to tell y'all what happened. I've never ever been in a situation to where I felt like I was going to pass out. I can remember one time I was, a nurse practitioner was drawing blood on me at a med spa, and he couldn't get my blood. So he stuck me in my artery. I almost passed out then, but I know why. It's because he was sticking me, and applying pressures, on my artery. So that was making me feel faint. But as far as just randomly passing out, that I've never experienced that. Never. And now I understand when people say you get that aura that comes to you prior to passing out. I totally understand what they mean by that now. It was very scary. It was very scary. But I feel a lot better now. I think I just need to rest, which is what I plan on doing once I finish this video and edit it and upload it. But yeah, you guys, has any of you guys experienced any episodes of syncope is what we call it? Have you guys experienced that on Wegovy? Because I don't think that it's related, but I am really trying to rule it out, and I am going to continue to take the medication, and I am going to keep you guys posted. So yeah, pretty scary, but I'm doing good. I'm going to go eat, and I'm going to put on Netflix and continue to watch Suits. Are you guys watching Suits? I love it. I love that show. And I'm going to take me some trazodone and hopefully sleep well tonight because I work the next 2 nights. So love you guys. Talk soon.
Hi, I'm Keisha Dixon. I'm a lifestyle influencer, and I'm glad you found my channel. I post weekly videos, so make sure to hit your notification bells so you don't miss any of those future uploads.